Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. So today I'm going to be doing some barbecuing. Now, whenever I barbecue, I always like to make some garlic butter. It's a super easy thing to make. There's no real work in it. People make it sound more complicated than it is. It's not complicated. All you got to do, take some garlics just like this. You're just going to throw them on the back of the pit. Throw them away from the fire and just let them sit there and slow roast. They'll sit on there maybe an hour. Once they've been on there about an hour, then I'm going to take them out and I'm going to wrap them up in an aluminum foil ball, and then I'm going to put them back in there away from the grill, away from the fire, in the back of the grill. So let's take a look at what they look like when they come out. So these have been on the grill for a few hours actually. I've actually had them sitting on the counter a little bit now, cooling, and I actually did more than the 5 that you see here. But then I said, you know what, this would be a great thing to show you guys a video on how easy it is to really process these. I have an easy way of doing it. What I like to do, because the very inside is what you're going to use to make garlic butter. And when you first pull out the inside, it's going to look like this. It's going to be cooked. It's going to be mashable, easy to work with. As you can see here, you're going to mix this up. You can kind of see how it looks. Super easy to work with. When you want to process one of these, all I do, the way I do it, I'll cut the bottom off where the roots are. I'll come in a little bit. Some people be like, oh, you lose a little bit. You don't lose that much. And I'll just cut right down the thing. Boom. So just like that, as you can see, exposing the garlic. Then all you really got to do is squeeze it. Watch this. See how easy it is? That's the garlic part of the garlic butter. And then you're going to squeeze it really good though. I was going easy at first, just so I could show you guys. It's a little messy. It's probably going to leave your fingers smelling like a little bit like garlic. Make sure you guys wash your hands when you do this. It helps if you do it when it's warm, just to make it easier. And look at that. And then you have basically a garlic paste. I'm going to do that with all of them, and then I'll be right back. Now, if you're nervous about this, trust me, there's nothing to be nervous about. It's super easy. You don't need to be an Iron Chef to do it. People make some of this stuff out when it comes to cooking to be more work than it is. It's super easy. It does help if you have a super sharp knife. I should have sharpened my knife just before I did this. That way I could kind of cut through it. However, I didn't. Now, once you got this, all you're going to do is kind of stir it up first. Mash it up. Make sure it's all good and mashed. Okay, so once you've got it all mashed up, have your butter sitting out for probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe a couple hours, depending on your house. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the butter in here, and you're going to mix it all up really good. You're going to mash it up, mix it in there good. Then you're going to end up putting it in the fridge. So let's get this butter put in there and mashed in, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is scoop the butter in with the garlic and mash it up and mix it all up nice and mashed and mixed. So let's put it in there and get it mixed in. Now, some people will actually use whipped butter. I don't use whipped butter, only because I always buy the same butter and use that. You can use whipped butter. It's going to be a whole lot easier. You won't have to wait for it to soften a little bit. But literally, look at this. You can already see how it's coming out. So I'm going to keep mixing it and put the rest of it in. I still got a little bit more to put in there. I'll keep mixing it, and then we'll be back. Okay, so at this point it is all mashed up. Now at this point, this is where it gets fun. You can add a little bit of seasoning in it. I'm going to add some seasoning in it. Some people just put a little salt in there, and that's it. This butter was actually unsalted. So what I'm going to do for my salt is I'm going to add some of this smoked chili sea salt. Put a little bit of that in there. And so it has a little bit of color. I'm going to add a little bit of parsley and a little cilantro for some awesome flavor. So let's mix a little of this in there, and we'll get it all mixed up. And then you guys will see how this bad boy looks. This is going to be delicious. And the cilantro really gives it an amazing flavor. And then this gives it a slight little kick. I really like this mix. I mean, it's not that often that I like anything spicy. I'm not a spicy fan. However, this really, the chilies just gives it a delicious flavor. And, you know, you can put this on anything. So let's get this mixed in now. Wow, that is so good. I just tried a bite of it. It is amazing. Put it on steaks, put it on potatoes. You can put it on anything. It is so good. I'm actually going to throw it in this and then put it back in the fridge. That way it'll kind of cool off, harden, and it's going to be delicious. So, and plus, when you put it in the fridge, cover it up, the spices inside there are going to kind of spread that flavor, that cilantro flavor, that smoked chili flavor all throughout it. It's going to be delicious. You're going to love it. If you don't like these specific spices, I didn't show them in the very beginning because you don't have to use them. You can use whatever spices you like. I've heard of people using everything that you can imagine doing this. It's a great way to really bring some extra flavor. Once you've given someone homemade butter versus store-bought butter, it's an incredible thing. I mean, people always are like, wow, that's so good. You got to try this. You're going to love it. Wow, that is delicious. That is probably some of the best butter you will ever have. If you enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Now, remember, whatever spices you like is what you can use. I like it because I love that chili flavor. That smoked chili flavor is just delicious in there. Mixed with the cilantro and the parsley really gives it a great look, great flavor, and it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to put it in the fridge and let it harden. And there it is, guys. Oh my gosh. You got to try it. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Take care, guys. Have a great night.